Let's go with Ed Henderson. Go ahead.
Happy Easter to you, buddy.
Thanks, Ed.
Hey, Austin Gomber today. Obviously, I'm sure you wanted to see a lot more from him in terms of the overall performance. Your thoughts on what you did see?
Well, obviously a pitcher that was out of whack today, something that we didn't see in spring training. Lack of command with all pitches. Battled though. Was frustrated. That probably added to the problem of not being able to throw consistent strikes. Here's a guy that, probably wanted to on his very first day in a new uniform in front of the home crowd, to really perform well, and it went the other direction. His stuff was fine. If you just grade out the stuff on velocities and action and movement, everything was fine, except the inability to get the ball consistently in the strike zone. So again, he'll regroup. I'm sure he'll answer some questions here shortly about how he felt. We talked in between innings during his outing today, and he was flummoxed by really what was happening, and he could maybe explain it, but I would chalk it up, Ed, to probably trying to do a little bit too much in a new uniform, first game, trying to impress. Because some of the things we saw today, the errant throw to second, maybe not gloving the ball that Elias threw it to him when the ball scooted away from Elias to get Betts. Those types of actions indicate that maybe he was a little bit too amped up.
Buddy, on a more positive note, Givens today, a good, crisp, quick inning in the ninth.
Yeah, he threw the ball fine. A good strikeout to Rios on a 3-2 changeup. We've got Betts and Pollock, on some pop-ups. He threw fine. It's good to see him on back-to-back games, keep his stuff. Overall, the bullpen did fine. 6 innings, 1 run, the home run by Smith off Stevenson. But those guys did their job to keep us in the game, to keep us in range. So it was bounce back. It was good to see Chi put up 3 scoreless innings. Stevenson came back after the leadoff home run by Smith, got the next 3 guys out. So overall, we just got outpitched by the Dodger pitchers.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, Patrick Saunders.
Hi, buddy. Urias has had his problems here at Coors Field in his career, but he was outstanding today. What did he do so well to keep you guys off balance for the bulk of 7 innings?
I think, pretty much the combination of the fastball change. I think the changeup was the difference maker today with him. Great arm speed, great action, especially down in the strike zone. We just couldn't get to the changeup. The fastball we had some decent swings at, but it was that fastball changeup combination in good spots. It looked from the side. I haven't reviewed the game, but it looked as though his location was good with the fastball, both to both sides of the plate against both left and righties. He threw the ball very well, and the off-speed pitch came into play quite a bit today. He threw a lot of change-ups against our right-handed hitters.
Get to Gomber for just a moment. You mentioned, or your words were maybe a little amped up. Do you think it was like, another phrase would be he was a little nervous about it?
I think he was amped up. I don't think he's nervous. I think he was just super excited. And when, he walked Betts to lead off the game, then he made a great pitch to Pollock, jammed him, got the comebacker, and made a bad throw. That probably was frustrating. That, probably stayed with him a little bit too. I don't think he was nervous. I just think that once that inning sort of got going, he just got really, really frustrated and, maybe a little bit over anxious.
Thank you, buddy.
Thomas Harding.
Yes, buddy. You've probably been there before where you make an error early in the game and you have to settle down. When he made that error, what did you see him try to do to get himself back, or did you feel like he let it spin a bit at that point?
Yeah, I don't think he when you watch 7 guys in 3 innings, you're not commanding the baseball. And I think, he made a comment to me, I've never had this type of game before. And he'll expand on it, but I didn't see this type of game coming from him based on what we saw in spring training. I don't think we'll see it again because he showed in spring training, just getting to know him, a great deal of self-assurance and how he pitches and how he goes about it.
Yeah, I guess that answers my next question. Had you seen anything in any past games? I know when you research a player, you want to look at the good games and bad games, but had you ever seen anything like this?
No.
Okay.
You come to a big league ball game, you never know what you're going to see, Thomas. And today you saw a guy that, doesn't walk a ton of people on a scouting scale, sort of got out of hand for him. He just couldn't locate that fastball, and the secondary pitches were, not consistently in the strike zone.
And offensively, I know that they've got very good pitching. How do you guys kind of regroup from the last couple of games of this series where it's been strange because you had an inning with 4 home runs, but then nothing else the other times. You were able to get on the board late, but for most of the game you were controlled. How do you kind of settle the offense in?
Well, no, he shut us down for sure. I think it was more about Urias today with his fine pitching. We'll regroup on Tuesday and come out and be scrappy and do the things that we're talking about. Having good at bats, stay away from the chase. Get on the fastball, be ready to hit. We'll try to incorporate those things on Tuesday night.
Thank you, buddy.
Go ahead, Danielle.
Hi, buddy. How is Josh Fuentes?
He's a little sore today. He was unavailable. Not quite sure exactly what happened to cause the injury. Just, his wrist flared up as the game went on yesterday. Woke up this morning extremely sore. The training staff thinks that he's going to be fine. Hopefully a day off today, no activity, day off tomorrow. And then we'll see where he is. We'll see where he is Tuesday, but we're hoping for a pretty quick recovery from Josh. The wrist, flared up. It was sore. He went through his pregame routine in the cage, and it was painful. That's why we made the lineup change. He thought it might be okay when he got into the cage today, but that wasn't the case. So we're hoping that 48 hours can, let that wrist calm down, and he'll be able to, play on Tuesday.
Thank you.
Patrick Lyons.
Hey, buddy, there was a lot of talk throughout spring training about you guys being a snake in the grass and not giving up. And you really showed that in this series, just battling all throughout, got 2 runs late. How proud are you of this squad for really pulling through and really backing that statement up that you guys were going to fight all season long?
Yeah, this is a good group of battlers, really is. For me, it doesn't surprise me with this group of players. They're hard-nosed guys. They're unselfish. They play for each other. They get after it. We're gonna fight every game for sure, no matter who we're playing. It's a tough test over there, like we've talked about. But our guys aren't intimidated by anybody. We respect everybody, but we're not intimidated. We'll keep playing. We fought. These were all close games, right? These were hard-fought games, both sides. The Dodgers knew they were in for after these 4 games. They feel it too. So proud of our guys. Thanks for asking. Thanks for noticing that.
You're welcome. Thank you.